Hello there.
Beans! Hello. That button did not work for some reason. Oh, my stream deck is not connected to my GoXLR. Well, that is why that button did not work. There we go. Also, there's no point using the just chatting screen because I'm not using the VTuber today. We'll just switch to the Bedrock scene. There we go. Hello. Hello, humans. I'm the TheAlienDoctor, but you can call me Alien. And welcome back to another live stream here on Truly Bedrock, where I forgot to open the chat. Well, I have the chat open, but not in the place I want it to be open. Which means I've got to look at the tiny chat. Also, Ron redeemed ad. I don't know how we can't play an ad right now because it's on timeout from the ad earlier. The starting soon ad. And we can't play another ad because of the cooldown. So I don't know how to deal with that one. I guess I could just refund your points. I'm just going to refund your points. Feel free to re-redeem ad time later. Anyway, congratulations to Sky for being the very first person. We also have Nicey, hello, hello. BR, Ron. And I think that's everyone. Sorry if I missed you. I had to read like a very, very small chat then. But I now have the chat open in the proper place so I can see it big. Anyways. Yeah, we're not using the VTuber today. Yeah, because it's really bright outside, so I've closed my curtains. And I don't think the webcam will be able to track my face when using the VTuber. So I decided to just not use it, which I think is fine. And honestly, I've been considering taking it off anyway. I feel like there's too much on my screen. But also, I want to make the chat not as big and annoying anyway. So maybe after I do that, it'll help. We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, fans will in. Welcome on in. How's it going? How is everybody doing today on this Saturday? Let me just double check. I may need to occasionally check Discord because I'm trying to arrange something. Okay, right. It is time for a new project. I know. Would you believe it? I feel like we have this feels like new project sort of music. So for this new project, we are going to be doing some custom... I briefly mentioned it in Jill's stream yesterday. We're going to be doing some custom landscaping around the outside of our island. Because I feel like it's not quite... It's just not the way that I want it to be. It doesn't feel right, basically. So that's what we're going to do. And in the process, the island is going to get slightly bigger as well, which isn't really necessary. And yeah, that's the plan, basically. It's only going to get slightly bigger around like this side of it. So when I say something new, it's not really something new. We're still working on the base. It's just a different part of the base. Did I link this up yet? I did. A secret entrance. One day that'll be a real entrance. But right now it's just a secret tunnel. So that's the plan. Now I haven't checked what resources we have or anything. So we may need to go get some. We've got a good amount of cobblestone. I know we've got plenty of stone. And what about our dirt supply? Good amount of dirt. Cobbled deep slate. Okay, we could do with more cobbled deep slate. And regular deep slate we have not much of either. Andesite we've got loads of. We need andesite. That's good. Okay, the thing we may actually be low on is deep slate, which I don't think anyone sells. Beans! Beans! How's it going, Beans? Welcome on in. How you doing? All right, but that's fine. We can work with this. We can work with this. I'm going to show you the inspiration for this project before we get fully started, because I feel like that would make sense. Also, Java Edition was meant to be launching for the camera count, and it isn't. I'm ready to work on the base. I wasn't really happy with the way the base was going. It feels like it needed something else, and I realized I was doing not much terraforming to the island itself. So I was like, okay, you know what? We're gonna do it. All right, so this is Minecraft Season 4. This is an old SMP I used to play on before it got shut down. And this is a custom terraforming project I did. Now, I've actually shown this custom Java Edition's daddy. Hang on a minute. We'll hide that for now. Where is it? Java Small. This is a custom terraforming project I did. Now, obviously, we're not going to do it to this scale. But we're going to do something inspired by it. Basically, I want to do this to the outside of the island because I really like this style. So this is what we're going to do. That is the plan. Plan of action. That probably shouldn't be there, though. It should be more like that. So yeah, that's how we're gonna do it. So let's go do it, I guess. And I'm gonna try and do it all by hand as well. So when I made that one, I used a Bedrock Edition World Edit add-on to actually create it, and then I used Structurer to build it. So I actually didn't do that much of the hard design work, basically. So, you know, we're going to be doing that today. So we're going to see how it goes. Did you see Redstone Chicken uploaded a PC4 video? I did. Papercat's official, welcome on in. You are indeed the first guy here, but only the first guy on YouTube. There is actually other people on Twitch, because I am live on Twitch and YouTube at the same time. Oreo Cookie Island. Yes, it is an Oreo cookie, but one of the cookies of the Oreo, one of the I don't know what biscuit parts, I don't know what you'd call it, has gone brown and green on the top. It's not very healthy. Anyway, the music paused perfectly for that as well. Right, let's get Java Edition in before we do anything else. Good old AlienBot. Well, here we are. Here we are. The other thing I'm actually not going to do is the full, like, I'm not going to put Java in the corner because I'm going to be moving around so much. So I'm actually going to go back to Bedrock Edition. I'll temporarily put it in the corner so you can see what I mean. What I'm actually going to do, where is it? Move it to that monitor. What I'm actually going to do, oops. So what I meant to do? Control, AlienBot. We need to temporarily take it out of spectator mode so it doesn't fall through the world. Hello, AlienBot. And we need to go back to AlienBot and we need to go to follow mode. So now, as you can see, AlienBot is going to follow me around, which is exactly why I'm not using it for, why I'm not going to keep it up there, because it's going to get very stuttery very quickly, basically. We're also going to disable shaders on here because we don't need them. And I'm going to use this to record the time lapse. But it's using flashback because it's Java Edition. Whoa, I don't think the bounce counts when I'm demonstrating something. I don't know if that's allowed. Can we get a rule check on that, please? In fact, because I'm not doing that, I can put it up there. Beautiful. All right, excellent. Cool beans. So, Alien is streaming, totally unaware of the craziness happening on his community server. What have you guys done? What is it? It's allowed. Exactly. Wait, who are you saying it's allowed to? Me or Sky? Whose side are you on? Maybe we should do something when it reaches 100 bounces. I've not decided yet. All right. Enough distractions. Sky, looking at you in particular for being distractioning. I'm going to temporarily put those there so I have more space in my inventory. I need some boxes. I need a lot of stone, which I will take from this chest first. I'll work backwards. Right, that there. Okay, that is really distracting. I have the... There we go, that's better. Okay, we need a lot of stone. I don't know whether I should do just the outline first and then add in the other blocks afterwards. Because the other thing this uses is rooted dirt, which I don't have any of. And actually, on Pinecraft, we had an add-on that let us craft rooted dirt. And we do not have that on Truly Bedrock. So that is another issue that we may face. Also, ideally, we would use a mix of cobbled deep slate and regular deep slate, but I don't think I have much of the regular one. So we're going to see about that. Why is that in there? That shouldn't be in there. What are you doing in there? There we go. I mean, we have some at least. 100 bounces equals chaos. Oh, man. What? You shouldn't be in there. Well, I found the missing... I knew there was a missing minecart. I have found it. I found the missing minecart. This is excellent news. All right, and we'll put you in here, I guess. You can go where you're meant to be. We also need andesite. I am very much ripping off my own build, and I have no shame about this. Like this, I am going to follow this custom... What did Gio tell me I had to call it yesterday? Apparently it's not terraforming. Landscaping, I think she said. I'm going to basically duplicate that, but on a much smaller scale, is the plan. But I designed it, so I'm allowed to. Ancient City has deep slate? It does. Does it have regular deep slate? Because I need regular deep slate. We'll put that back up there. And what else do I need? Dirt. Oh, and cobble. Okay, I don't have much dirt. We can get more dirt as well because there's actually... On the island, there's bits of dirt that we need to remove anyway. So we can get more dirt. Did I pick up cobblestone? I didn't. So I also need cobblestone. Right now, I'm just doing one shulker of each material. Obviously, we will need way more than that. Long term. But for short term, we're just going to do it this way. Because it's not like I'll be exactly very far from my storage system. Oops. Bloop. Bloop. Oh, man. Okay, there we go. But to be fair, I'm pretty sure in the next update, we're going to be able to put this regular stone in the stone cutter and turn it into cobblestone, which will be quite nice. All right, cool. So this should be all the materials that we need. Let's go up there then. It's night. Oh yeah, the other thing I've done, which you guys won't have seen necessarily, is this, unless you saw Jill's stream. I finished this, like, fully, and I also did a little bit of the inside. There's not really much on the inside, because there doesn't really need to be, I don't think. So I haven't done much. Maybe I'll do more at some point. There's a wandering trader, and my sky is grey. Why is my sky grey? Let me relog. I don't like a grey sky. It's a PLJ. How are you doing today, Pete? Mr. PLJ. Please. There's also a Cathedora. Obviously, it's with the time. Lies. Lies. Wonder what happened here. I seem to be... Wandering traders at the moment seem to be spawning all of the time, and it is so annoying.
Truly outrageous.
I don't know where they keep coming from. Geol! How's it going, Geol? Welcome on in. Oops. There we go. In fact, I'm not even going to bother... I should be within distance. I'm not going to do the follow thing. I have it set to follow right now, and it is seriously distracting me, like, because I can see it in the top corner. That didn't turn it off. Did I accidentally turn it back on? I think I did. That's better. Looks like Muda. Yes, maybe. Also, I have lost a Happy Ghast. If you've seen it, let me know. It was wearing yellow. It's probably somewhere over this ocean because it normally... Yeah, here we go. I've found the Happy Ghast. Does this count as procrastination? I don't know. I found the ghast. You're on it. Good spot. Okay, I wish we could place blocks on top of a Happy Ghast. Happy Ghast, come here. We're going for a fly. At slightly quicker speed. Boop. Boop. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. There we go. Maybe actually I should... Can I take these back? Untie you. And then tie you to you. And then you to you. And then maybe they won't get disconnected now. Because it seems to keep... It's always the yellow one that gets disconnected. And I don't know why. So maybe that'll help. Maybe it won't. I guess we will find out. But the yellow one is the mischievous one. Crafter_arg. Hello. How's it going? Welcome on in. On YouTube. Where'd I put my box? Or did I put it back in my ender chest? Oh, I did. All right. As I was saying, it be terraforming time. Not terraforming, landscaping. Apparently, there is a difference, according to Geol. All right, we need some stone. It is time to place blocks. So right now, we're not going to worry about under the sea. We are only going to do above sea level. And then eventually, we will ideally go under the sea. Now, as I said, I haven't pre-planned this. I am technically doing it all by hand. So it might go wrong, and we might tear some stuff down, or we might have to redo it. We will find out. Right now, I'm actually just going to mirror, roughly, not exactly, the sort of natural shape of the island. Ultimately, I want this to extend a little bit. And we're also just going to start with this bit. We're not gonna, you know, do the whole thing, because I need to get the shape right over here and the scale as well, so I know roughly what I'm working with, of course. Girls, this what? You told me yesterday it wasn't terraforming, it was landscaping. Bro, what that button in your chest and e-chest GUI do? How can I get those? It's a resource pack. But I can't remember where you can download it from. So. But it quickly moves all of my items to and from my chest or ender chest. But I can't remember where you downloaded it from. I think I got it from Slack's Discord. That would be Slack Lizard. If you have not already, I would recommend searching him up on YouTube. This might look terrible. We will see. I have no idea if this is going to look good. Because last time I did this, I did it with structure. And a pre-designed thing that I made with World Edit. That's the thing, we kind of need it on a small scale. So with this, it's going to sort of start obviously here, and it's going to arc out, or not arc out, it's just going to bend out like that. And then in the middle, there's going to be the deep slate layer. So we can probably go up like a couple more blocks on this bit. And then there'll be the deep slate layer. And then there'll be the cobblestone and then dirt. However, cobblestone, we won't have a lot of space for the cobblestone layer. Mad Hatter. Wasn't that one of Bud's packs? I don't know if that's a Mad Hatter pack. I think that's a Bud pack. And then, oh yeah, long term, we're also adding in andesite to this mix. But that's long term. Right now, I just want to get the shape, and I think we'll actually do texturing after I've got the shape. So I'll probably just build it with, like, the basic materials to begin with. Because yeah, that's two. That's two. That's two is what that is. Not one, not three, but two. It's too steep. Is the current problem. Mending or infinity? I am an infinity bow user. Of course. How dare I be anything else? How dare anyone be anything else, actually? How dare you make your own choices and form your own opinions? Okay, this might be too high now. By a block. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just placing blocks and hoping it looks semi-decent. Because if this doesn't work and I can't do it by hand, then I'm going to have to do it the way I did it last time with that World Edit add-on that I don't even know if it exists anymore. So That'll be interesting. This feels like very symmetrical. And I don't like it. And none of the blocks I'm placing seem to be helping. Because the other thing is we could do is start adding like slabs and stuff, but I think I'll do that once I add in the andesite, because there'll be andesite mixed in as well, which is really going to add to it. The maddest of hatters? Yes. This is generally okay. Sort of. I'm not sure if it goes out a little too much, though. It's hard because we have this very, very, like, clear sort of bend. I don't know if there's a way we can make it less right angle. Oops. Because that's my current issue with it. I don't even know why I tried to take off in water. It never works. You can try calcite too. Yeah. Right now is just shape. Like, I will do the entire thing just in stone to get the shape. And we can add other stuff. Calcite and just adding other random, like, little other materials, like maybe even a little bit of, like, iron ore and that sort of thing is definitely not a bad idea at all. But for now, just this. Yeah, if you have any ideas of what I could potentially add in here, please do let me know. Yeah, this is just extremely right angle. But that's almost like a problem with this entire shape as a whole. Like, perhaps we actually need to go a little bit more like this. Because that's less right angle. See, if you see what I'm saying. If you're picking up what I'm putting down, the cream filling. Well, the cream filling is the deep slate. And then the dirt and grass is the moldy layer. Because one half of this is the good part of the Oreo. This is the good bottom Oreo is good. And then the middle is the deep slate, which is the cream. And then the top bit is a completely different color. And it's got mold on it. I also don't know what we're going to do. This is where we'll have to expand, I think. Over here. Like, because it's right next to this. It's not necessarily going to work, so we might have to expand a little bit. That's okay. We will cross that bridge when we get to it. Oh, yeah. And then the other thing is as well, this is actually a stream exclusive project. So I might give the occasional update in videos, and I might also work on it off camera a little bit. But for the most part, this project will only be done live on stream. I'm not going to be... like dedicating a video to it. Like, I'm recording a time lapse, but it will be like one time lapse once it's finished, if that makes sense. Basically, the idea is I need a big grind project that I can work on streams, so that every time I want to stream, like, I have something to do. Because sometimes I feel like I can't stream because I haven't got anything to do, and I know that sounds stupid, but it's like I don't want to do something to then ruin the continuity of my video. So, like, I can't just build a new building here because it will ruin the continuity of the video. So that's why I want a stream only project, which is what this is. Then it's actually going to go slightly higher than the island. Like, it's probably going to go up to here. So it doesn't matter that that's the size that it is. We are going to need more stone, though. Oh, actually, I didn't even get half a shulker box out. Never mind. Okay, this is actually working better. Now that I've changed the shape. We've got a little bit of the old one still behind it, technically. But now that I've changed the shape, I'm actually much happier with this. The other one was just too much of a right angle. But this is working for me. I need to turn off notifications for that. I mean, it's still a little bit right angular. But it's better. I mean, it's always going to be a little bit. Unless it's a circle, which is, you know, not. And then we do have a lot of excess stone now back here, but that's okay. It was for science. And then ultimately, what's going to happen... So let's say this is the top layer. So we actually do need to do a little bit more over here. We go like that. And then this is where we grab the deep slate. Where is the deep slate? The cobble deep slate, because this is the regular deep slate. Uh oh, did I not pick up the box of deep slate? Probably despawned by now. I thought I felt like I didn't have enough shulker boxes. It's not good. Yeah, I definitely... okay. This is not ideal. Eric Bannister, thank you so much for the raid. How was your stream?
Please.
What were you up to? Okay, well, I now have basically no deep slate. This is not ideal. Not ideal at all. Fly. There we go. So yeah, this is where we grab Crazy. It was a sponsored stream. I saw, was it that Star Trek thing, was it? All right, so then this over here is where we go like here. And then basically this is sort of like the, oops. If this was an Oreo, then it is the cream of the Oreo. Apparently we're using that analogy. Shooting aliens? Whoa, whoa, whoa. I don't know how I feel about this. Alright, cool. But anyway, we've not done that side yet. Actually, this is probably... almost a little too far back, maybe. And we're probably going to put slabs here and stuff as well. Let me just, because we're so limited on deep slate. Did I drop one down here? Let me just make sure, A, that I didn't drop any. And B, that I've not used any excess deep slate. Because apparently I need deep slate. If anybody has a deep slate shop, it is needed. There we go. Well, it does fit. It does. It does. My phone don't like streaming. Oh my god. So that's why I kept crashing. You were streaming on your phone? Have you ever heard of an Android emulator? Okay, and then this is where it starts to get a little bit more complicated, I guess. Because now, in theory, there's going to be a small layer of cobblestone, and then a small layer of dirt, and then grass on the top. So I don't know how we're going to do that. As I said, it is going to be higher than the island, so that's not an issue. Do 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 do. Yeah. So I guess for now we'll just go around it like this. This cobblestone layer cannot be that big at all, because otherwise it will get too high. But I don't want to make the stone layer smaller, I don't think. Well, I guess we could potentially buy a couple of blocks. We are effectively, like, not only building, but we're also designing. Like, this small portion may get, you know, broken to then be changed a little. Yeah, maybe just like 2 blocks of cobble. I just don't have too many cobble layers. And then is that where we go to the dirt? Or do we need to go a little higher? Okay, so we're only 1 block above the sort of natural 71 layer of the island, I think. Oh no, the island layer is at 70. Which is the same layer as the first set of deep slate. So when we get up here, we're already decent height. So yeah, probably only 2 blocks of cobble. And then this is where we start adding in the dirt. Now I think... I don't know how we could do this, but maybe the dirt... The cobble wraps around the dirt. Like this. I don't know if that'll look weird. So I almost feel like the cobble needs... Yeah. Bear in mind, there'll be other materials, not just cobble. Because the cobble's meant to be underneath the dirt. And I feel like if it wraps around like this, you almost can't tell that. So let's just replace all this with dirt for a second. Mr. Lee, welcome on in. How's it going? The other thing is, like, very much, if you want a backseat and tell me what to do, subscribe then this is the stream to do it in, because I don't really know what I'm doing. Show. Welcome on in. How's it going? Hope you're good. Thank you so much for the follow. Yeah, if you have ideas, suggestions, comments, etc., please do let me know. I'm not sure how I feel about this. We could add a few hanging roots underneath the dirt and stuff. Jill's probably here to tell me how it's all geologically wrong. I mean, we could technically go up like another block. Let's add another layer of cobble. Oh, geez, Jill has just joined the game. She is actually here to tell me. Oh, great. Bushes. Bushes make the difference. I just want the shape right now. I see the signs. Oh, you like the signs. Well, you didn't say you like them. Yeah, I left. I saw where Geo logged out, so I thought I would leave her a present. May or may not have involved the words sub, to, and alien. Just maybe. Just maybe, you know. Yeah, you know what? Giving it another layer works, because now it looks less steep, whereas before it looked more, you know, too steep, almost. How did I do I was worried it was going to be... Was kind of expecting death. Pleasantly surprised. Oh, well, that's good. That is good news. Let me just double check on Minecraft. How did I do the dirt bits? Because the problem is I'm trying to scale down something I've already done. But the positive of that is that I can then include more materials because it's on a smaller scale. Whereas this, I didn't want to include too many different types of blocks because of that. Okay, so the cobblestone went almost up, much straighter, and then kind of more naturally mixed with the dirt as opposed to... Okay. Okay. We can do that. We can do that. That is a thing that we can do. Do do do. Do 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 do. Hit. DB has joined the game. That's weird. I swear I opened chat and it didn't appear. I like the deep slate stripe. You may want to make it a couple of blocks wide in places rather than a 1 block stripe. What do you mean? Because what I am going to do is in the bit where I'm stood now, I'm going to add slabs and stairs occasionally so that it's not just all exposed. And then the other thing is at times it will go slightly lower or slightly higher as well, but only by a block. You may want to make it a couple of blocks wide. Yeah, so I think I am doing what you said. Maybe. Or even change the level in one side so it looks like it's been slightly folded. Change the level in one side. Which side? The deep slate. I don't... I'm not too sure about that. Well, maybe, I guess. If I... Like, if certain parts of it, there's slightly less cobblestone.
Truly outrageous.
So then, or stone. You know, either part of the Oreo, if there's slightly less, then the deep slate can go up or down more. And then I guess that's when it could go forwards or back. So, yes, maybe. DB, welcome on in. How's it going? Don't forget to light it up. Yeah, that's also something we need to figure out. I don't know. I don't think I lit it up on Minecraft, which is probably why... probably why mobs spawn there. But yeah, I haven't thought about lighting it up, actually. So I don't know how we're going to light it up. We will see. But anyway. Hey, DB, how's it going? Welcome on in. Yeah, for the dirt, then, it needs to sort of overhang. So I guess, like, this layer is kind of going to be a mix of both. Okay, let me just destroy all this. Oh, we probably don't need to destroy all of it. That might have been an extreme reaction. Oops. Yeah, I feel like this is going to be a common theme, me falling off. How's that? Better. Better than what it was before. Although now I feel like we've got the other problem that we had earlier of it felt like it was too steep. Doing good, kiddo-free weekend, so making the most of it, watching some blue guy. Oh. Couldn't ask for a better thing to watch if you ask me. Unless you're talking about Avatar. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But this is mainly just an issue with the steepness right now, which is an easily solvable problem. He's missing the VTuber though. Not really alien without it. It's too dark in here. Like, I'll try it, but I think it's going to be too dark and it won't track. And I don't want to open the curtains because it's too bright. It hurts my eyes. But more importantly, I can't see the screen when the curtains are open. I'll try it. All right, just for you. Sky. Where is it? VTuber Studio. I have not got high hopes. To be fair, I think my face is reasonably well lit from my monitor. So, I mean, I guess that's a positive. What the? Where is the VTuber? Why is the VTuber disappeared? All right, there it is. I was going to say. Oh, but it's reset itself. Oh, geez, this isn't ideal at all. All right, let's try that. That looks roughly right. There you go. Let's hide that. Are you happy now? I've got the VTuber. We'll see how it works. Or Bluey, which is what my kid is watching. Bean's played his walk on. Ever so slightly delayed. That's fine. Okay. VTuber needs to move slightly. There we go. Although now he's covering the timer. Yeah, this is too steep. I have looked at it again, and once again I've come to the same conclusion that it is too steep. Ow. And for some reason I can't land. I mean, at least it's only the cobblestone bit that I dislike. You know? It could be the entire thing. But I'm actually pretty happy with the bottom. I'm easily impressed. Clearly. How about this? I feel like that's better. That's got the level of steepness that I'm looking for, which isn't much at all. Like, I don't really want this top layer to be going out too many blocks. It is already going out, obviously, more than the stone as well, which I feel like maybe it shouldn't, but anyway. That, honestly, that works. I'm happy with this. I think. So then what we'd have... Cathedora redeemed custom walk-on sound effect. It's been a while since somebody's redeemed a custom walk-on sound effect. If you... I don't know. Have you done it before? Or do you need me to help you? I keep meaning to set up a command for it. Basically, if you go to the blurb and find a sound that you like, I think I submitted it. Okay, in that case, I will take a look at some point. Or Nicey will take a look if Nicey's still here. Or Bird, if Bird is here, which I don't think he is. Actually, he is in the list of active mods, so he may be lurking. Alright, so then obviously this is also like extending the island a little bit. So the other side of this project is we need to do some digging. Which means I probably should have thought this through and emptied my inventory a little bit. And brought some more sugar boxes to put all the stuff that we dig. Where's the regular? There we go. What he's doing, you don't have access. So, you cannot do it. But it is my blurb. To submit Cathadora's blurb thing. But I have not given you editor access. So you have a get out of jail free card today. You're welcome. For you, oh, I mean, what a shame. I know you're so disappointed. It's truly tragic. There we go. This is a better song. Okay, yeah. So it also means, basically, the other thing, which I don't think I mentioned, is this island already has like a hill perimeter thing that I've been building. Like this hill is meant to act as like a natural perimeter, and then the middle of the island is going to effectively be sunk in more. So this cliff is kind of just making it look more natural, because I feel like it didn't look natural before. And it's giving us more space on the island, which originally I thought this was plenty big, but actually I'm realizing everything is going to be extremely tight, even when I terraform this and this. So adding this cliff is going to help that, because obviously we can then extend, you know, outwards a little bit. So a dormant volcano is the sky. Uh-oh. What? What? Cathadora said Geo as well. What? What have I said? Volcano hype? I guess. Sort of a little bit. Maybe. Oh, I've not been time-lapsing. Oh, man. I'm going to start that now. There we go. Time-lapse has begun. Jeez, I can't believe Sky didn't remind me. How dare you, Sky? How can you be the chief of good ideas and not remind me when I forget to do something like that? Yeah, all of this I placed down and now it's going. Actually, I think some of it was semi-natural, to be fair. Volcano hype. I was laughing at Gio's eagerness to do more. Phew. I thought I was going to get told off that it like wasn't a proper volcano or something. I guess it kind of is slightly a dormant volcano then, maybe? Because it's... Maybe... I don't know. I don't know. Why are you asking me these questions? I don't know the answer. Oh yeah, see, that's natural, presumably. I can't remember. You know what? I know I only just started the time-lapse, but I actually really want to load into a blank copy of the seed and see what this looks like. We're going to do that. You know what? I'm the one streaming. I'm allowed to make these decisions. Dormant or extinct? Definitely extinct. I do not want any lava to come out of this, please. Thank you. Just give me a second to pull up. In fact, there's an easy way of pulling up the seed. I needed just an exclamation mark seed command, I think. Truly Bedrock, info and guidelines, seed, TB7, empty. Seed, hard mode, not that it really matters. Show coordinates, disable days played, cheats, no. There we go. That'll do. That'll do. Create anyway. It would fit in the general volcanoism of the area. Yeah, me and Joe's base then, if this is technically a volcano, is getting even closer to being similar. Yeah, if you didn't know, we moved the spawn on TB. So that's why this is... Funnily enough, this is not at all what the TB spawn looks like. This is the natural spawn. Unless I've got the wrong seed, but we did also move the spawn. So, yeah, here we go. So this is what my island looked like originally. So bear in mind, I'm building everything on y=70. So it looks like if this is the natural layer of the island, I went down by 2 blocks. Or 1, depending on where I am. But you can see, like, if I were to remove all of these trees, you can see where some of it naturally stayed. So, like, this is technically where my bunker is. Like, in here, there is a natural room in here. And this is where the bunker is. Obviously, you've got this. This is where I just built the other part of the base. And you can kind of see I've kept this landmass in and that one. So you can kind of see how the terraforming has progressed from how I did it before. But obviously, we're changing it now. Oops, not import world. And not Mineville either. All right. All right. Waffle bacon. Thank you. Thank you so much for the waffliest of the bacon. All right, then. Let's get back to digging. Yeah, this is the sort of project for stream. I think this season for me has been like a very weird one of trying to figure out what works for me in terms of content whilst I balance real life, essentially. And I am feeling quite positive about this change because it gives me something to do on stream that isn't going to break the continuity of my video, because I basically said I am not, you know, this is just a stream-only project. I may give occasional updates, but for the most part, it will be done on stream. So I don't have to worry about, like, it appearing or not appearing on stream, basically, which is really nice. H3 fan, welcome on in. How's it going? Good morning to you too. So I am looking forward to this. And then in terms of videos, like, I mean, I've already made loads of changes to my videos this season to hopefully adjust for that. And on the topic of videos, I decided to sit down and edit all of the nether footage. So if you watched Jill's stream yesterday, I did briefly mention that we recorded so much nether footage and I didn't think I was going to edit it for a video. But I decided I did. And all of the nether footage is now edited for my video. And my video should be releasing this week. I know I say that a lot, but this time it actually should be. All I need to edit in the video now is a couple of clips at the end where I talk about this project, basically. And then I'm done. So the likelihood of a video releasing is very high. Mitchie, welcome on in. How's it going? Oh, it's raining. It's not very good, is it? It's not what we want. That's not what we want. I just realized I never muted my Java volume. I thought the raid sounded weird. We've been doing dragon fights on your server. What? You've been doing... well, that's the craziness, I guess. Cam did mention that there was chaos happening that I was unaware about. Okay, see, look, all of this, in theory, we can now also build on. It's just going to give us so much more space. It's so much more helpful. Dragon versus dragon. What? Okay, so this bit I haven't thought through too much, but this is just going to be a dirt pile. that basically somehow needs to lead up to here. It would have been easier if the entire island was built at this height, but at this point, sorry, it's too much. It would be a little bit too much to change the entire island. You know, we would have to move the bee farm, which I don't really want to do, so we're not going to. If I was doing this project again, then maybe I would, but it's okay. I just got to stop placing blocks there. It is not aligning to my vision. In fact, all of this is too flat. In fact, I think all of this is not right. I actually don't think this really needs to touch the natural part of the island at all. This just needs to be a relatively steep staircase up to the top of here. Which, this is not that steep. I keep mentioning steepness. And how steep something is in this stream. I guess a lot of my landscaping is thinking about how steep it needs to be and going from there. Dragon v Dragon. What does Dragon v Dragon mean? Getting a dragon to fight another dragon? Sounds like hacks. I'm calling hacks. I bet it was Skyfire. I bet Skyfire was hacking on my server. Yep. I knew it. I just had that feeling since day one. Alright, there's an ad break. So I'll see you after the ad break. Unless you're a Twitch sub. In which case you'll see me pick up these items. And then exit the game and switch to the Be Right Back screen. I have returned. I was just trying to log into Blurp so that I could do Cathadora's Warcom. Skyfire says, lol, I was, and Mitchie and me. Wow. That's right. We got a confession to the hacking now. Wow, that's crazy. Can't believe that. Well, there is no option but to ban you. It was fun but terrifying at the same time. Alright, let's see. It's been a while since I've actually done this. But we have the link in the Discord, don't we? Moderator resources. we go. That works. My viewers, Cathadora. Bloop. Pending walk on. I'm sure it'll be fine. I've approved your walk on, Cathadora, without listening to it. This means that if it is bad, it is not my fault. For I was unaware. Speaking of walk-ons, there is Sky's walk-on.
Oh, for the sake of moments.
And that sounds like a GL walk-on. I have not seen. Uh-oh, he's back. Wow. Wow. I'm drinking some Pepsi Max, but it is extremely flat. I put it in the fridge and then forgot about it. Because I got home late on Wednesday and was like, I had a Pepsi Max with me and I was like, well, I don't really want to drink it now because I don't, you know, it's busy and it's going to make me need to go to the toilet at night. So I was like, oh, I'll put it in the fridge. And then I proceeded to forget about it until today. So you're welcome for that little life update. If you forgot which channels you have walk-ons. After Blurb did its whole reset thing, I just have none and I just haven't gone back and added mine to any. So I have none. Unless people give me them, which I think like Dark has, for example. So obviously some have. Who's messaging me? Oh, cool. All right, EO then. See, we're actually still going to have a decently sized flat area up here, which wasn't really my intention. Because I don't know what I could put up here, because I feel like I don't want to put a fence up here. Like, I think the whole point of having this be the way it is so that I don't have to put a fence up here. I know we keep scratching it, but we're going to scratch it. Scratch all this. We're actually going to start from the top and work our way down. It seems like a smarter idea. Because my main issue is this is just too much. There is too much of this. Do, 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 do. Yeah, so there we go. That is an acceptable amount of thickness for this. So then we're going to go along like this. And like this. And like this. There you go. See, this is better. This is what I want. And then it's also giving us the extra space on the island, which I also want. The Great Island Expansion, you could call it. And then over here, over here, over here. But yeah, we'll go like that. Okay, we've got to be careful for this bit because we haven't actually done the terraforming. Although I guess it goes forward, not backwards. So actually we should be okay. There we go. This I am happier with. And we're actually following, like, a lot of those blocks we actually just placed on top of the terraforming anyway. So actually, that made it a whole lot easier to build. Sorry, landscaping. Yeah, we need to work on lighting this whole area up. There's going to be a pathing system. There will be some paths on the island. And obviously they will have streetlights on. So that'll hopefully do most of the lighting. And then maybe under the grass we can get some moss carpets and put torches under them. Yeah, this is good. This is good. I'm happy with this. So we are making progress. Progress is being progressed, people. I don't mean to alarm you, but progress is being progressed. How does it look from the front? Have I changed my mind in the break? I'm still not 100% sure about this. I think it just needs a little bit more. Like here. Oops. Yep, I'm happy with that. All right, this is excellent news. Other than this one block, because it looks weird that it's just one. Well, I guess it's always going to be kind of one. No, there we go. There we go. Okay, cool. Yep, it's done. Well, it's not done because I got to do the actual, like, texturing, I guess. But for now, it's done. So now we need to do this, but around the entire island. How hard could it be? Now, when I did the other one that I showed you earlier from the other server, I actually built the deep slate ring first so that I could follow that. However, I have just remembered that I used structure to build that because I had it pre-designed first. So we're not going to build a deep slate ring around because that seems like a bad idea. But what we will do is build a stone ring around on the bottom so that we can get the rough shape of it to start with. And to be fair, actually, I might also just remove these blocks as well, just so that we have them removed. And because we don't have tons of dirt, and that will just ensure that we don't run out of dirt when building this, and that the terraforming can be done much more effectively. But yeah, this is good. I didn't entirely intend on this to expand the island that much, so I am happy that it is because it needs expanding. And also, I should mention that once the buildings are all in the middle here, it's not just going to be a super flat island, because right now it's all pretty much one level, obviously. Like, I'll add other bits, and, you know, maybe this will at times extend out and stuff. It's just like this for now. It's just like this for now. Oreo on the outside, but not on the inside. Exactly. Yeah, this is so much better. Like, having more space around here. Because I wasn't sure about this building and how close it was to the edge, but I couldn't build it more that way. I couldn't build it more that way, so I kind of just had to put it there. But it's the same, like, once we get rid of this and we obviously extend around here, like, I might actually be able to add another building in this sort of area as well. In fact, I'm probably even tempted to do more expansion than I was planning to in the first place and actually go around here like this. And my reasoning for that is then we can connect up with a bridge to this bit here, which is kind of what I want to do, which would change how I do the path if we just have a bridge going straight on. But I didn't want to do that with how the current design was, so I was actually going to go diagonally. So yeah, that's also something we can think about as well. We'll see on that front. Cause, welcome on in. How's it going? How is Cause doing today? I am on my last rocket. That's not good news at all. Food box. Bloop. I'm also on my last rocket, which is what I meant to say, I think. I have a sore knee, and I have no idea why, which is very upsetting, but otherwise I'm good. How's the alien life? Well, I have a sore back, and I know exactly why. Okay, good. This is still, like, all not finished oxidizing. I'm not sure if it's being loaded from upstairs or not. What about the dripstone farm? There has been 0 progress made on the dripstone farm. Are we definitely sure dripstone could grow on smooth stone? I have not tested it. To be fair. I may have done it all wrong. No idea. A lot of bamboo's actually just not ending up in there, is it? Oh well. We don't need bamboo out of these farms is the one we actually don't need. We need more sugarcane. So, you know. And we're not getting much, if any, loss of sugarcane. So I guess that's a positive. Although there is no ender chest in here. Alright, let's make some paper. And some rockets. And some paper. And some rockets. And some paper. And some rockets. Until I run out of gunpowder. Which I have now done. Excellent. Oh, no, I haven't. Jeez. And the crazy thing is, I have more gunpowder at home. This isn't even all of my gunpowder. At home? I am at home. At the witch farm. Which I haven't visited for a while, but I do. I promise. It's there, I know it is. My other thing is, I'm not sure what to do about this whole thing. Like, I decided I was going to get rid of this, because originally I was going to build a tunnel here. And I've decided I don't want to. And if we're also changing, like, the main entrance to the island for the bridge, then actually that works out a lot better. So, yeah, my question is sort of... DB has joined the game. I think that also means we're going to have to break, like, most of this. I mean, we don't have to, but I think we should. Wibbly baboons? Well, that's certainly a new one. But all of this we can remove. And then the other thing is, with like projects like this, obviously some of that's stone and some of that's dirt. I'm never really sure what I should leave as stone and what I should leave as dirt. So now, I know. And in fact, my other thing is, I don't know what to do about that. Maybe I could do some custom terraforming on there when I'm finished. I don't know, we'll see. Or maybe, I don't know if anybody takes like on TB would let me pay diamonds for them to terraform this. Maybe. Make it nice, because I don't know how I'd do it. Like, there needs to be an entrance there. And there needs to be an entrance there. But maybe I could get somebody else to do it. Get some collaboration on this project. This is the staircase to the trowel chamber, which we are going to cover up. Because we have the beacon hole, which is mainly what I use. And we also have somewhere in the ocean that I can never actually find. There is a bubble elevator. Over here. Yeah, as I say, I can never actually find it. Okay, have I done all this side? I have. In the process, I am making the area a lot more super flat than it was before, which is not the end goal, but that's okay. That is okay. Terraform or landscape? Ah, well, if according to Geol, landscape. So, you know, I apologize. I'm not terraforming, I'm landscaping. How dare I make this mistake? My apology video will be uploaded soon. Yeah, I still don't know what to do. We're not going to tackle, you know, if I do end up... Have I crashed? Nope, just lagging. If I do end up breaking all this stone, that's not going to be something we do on today's live stream. Hashtag cancel alien. I don't know if we need that to be a hashtag. I don't know. I don't know if that's the best idea. There's something I could say, Cathedora, that I'm not going to say, but hopefully when, you know, me saying that is going to remind you of something that happened in the back rooms that is then going to make you laugh and also understand why I can't say it. So just imagine I said that. Forming terror or scaping land? You know, maybe we'll go with the scaping land. I have no idea what you're talking about. Yeah, there has been 0 scandals on Farlands. None at all. Nope. One moment, I need to reply to Mini Fearful. No idea what you're talking about. Oh no, I read that. Never mind. Never mind. Oh, I'm so happy. This is... I was really excited about my base this season, but there was some sort of like mental block. And I think this was it. It was the actual landscaping, not terraforming, of the island itself. So yeah, I'm actually really happy with how this is going. This is the happy alien bounce. Exactly. Exactly. Okay, when I say... Oh, I just want to backtrack for a second. When I said scandal on Farlands, that is an inside joke. There has not actually been a scandal on Farlands. Just would like to confirm for the press listening. I need to move my bed out here. This is going to get annoying. FYI, terraforming is a theoretical process of engineering a planet, moon, or other celestial body to emulate Earth's atmosphere, temperature, and surface environment, making it habitable for human life without specializing protective equipment. Cathedora, yeah, don't go starting rumors, alien. I won't go starting rumors. I only tell the truth. They actually call me the alien truth teller doctor, so you know. So it's landscaping, says Jill. I see. Well, thank you for letting me know. I can promise that I will occasionally remember. All right, so my plan is to actually get a lot of stone and just build a very small outline of where the island is going to go, which is, for the most part, will just follow the natural island, but at parts won't. Like, it's not going to be very sharp, the bends. It's going to be a... Because I was talking over here about how this was too much of a right angle, so the bends are going to be less sharp, which some of these have sharp bends, if that makes any form of sense. I know what I mean. As long as I know what I mean, then it's all okay. 100%. You know, it's not like there's however many people, 26 people watching on Twitch that need to know. And an amount on YouTube as well. It's hard to check because YouTube dashboard is annoying. No, you guys don't need to know what's going on. All right. Yeah, my main thing that, as I say, I didn't realize before I started this project is that I actually want to expand the island. Which, yeah, wasn't part of my plan when I thought of this. It was just something I realized I wasn't happy about with the island. Like, it just felt too small. And then I was like, actually... Well, not too small. It felt too unfinished. Like, the actual island itself. And don't get me wrong, like, the landscaping on the top bit was very much not finished. But just the edges of the island, it felt like... I don't know. I think once I'd finished all the building on here, you know, at the end of the season, it wouldn't have felt very put together. Like, I think this terraforming landscaping is going to wrap it up much more. I feel like Jill with her banned words in her stream. I feel like somebody's banned the word terraforming, and it's going to make me do something I don't want to do if I keep saying it. Okay, and then this bit can probably go back to the island. So that's what I meant over there about making the bend less sharp, because I feel like this is a reasonably sharp curve. Also, just adding in a little bit more space as well on the island. You have to play hardcore with me. I don't mind that. Is it possible that you're changing the world to be habitable by doing this? Yes. Alien habitable. Does the terraforming definition include aliens? A chance. Because if it does, I am sorted. Ow. Ow. Where is that? Come here. Oh. That's good. I actually need... Oh, loyalty as well. Aha. Meet my new friend. He's extremely loyal to me. Oh, dear. Come on. It's been a while since I've used a loyalty. I used to use a loyalty trident as my main weapon. Boom. 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 You know what? He's not even attacking me anymore. Okay, you know what? I've given up. I've given up. You win. Baby drowned. You win. You win. Terror refers to the earth. Ah. Maybe not then. Alien forming. Yes, we are alien forming. Exactly. Okay, this side is interesting because this is also where the bridge may or may not go. Depending on if I build a bridge. Which I really don't want to do diagonally. It's like if it goes straight forward, then I feel like it could kind of work, honestly. I'm also considering building like a boat port, maybe, like here. So there might actually, or I guess we could do it here as well. Although the bridge would be there, so it probably wouldn't work very well. And then I'd need to build an alien-themed boat. I don't know how we, like, or maybe just a futuristic boat. It doesn't have to be alien-themed. I don't know how we do that, though. I mean, I'm sure it's possible, don't get me wrong. Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. You know, we haven't even finished the island yet. Oops. I'd love to know who decided that terraforming was the word to use in Minecraft. It was probably some YouTuber like one time and it just caught on and now everybody says it. That'll be what it is. It's what everything is in in the Minecraft world. I'm going to get out of the water for a second because I would like a sip of my drink. Usually a hermit, yeah. That is accurate. Okay, this actually, unless we chop this bit off, which I, also don't want to do, that's not actually quite where I want to go. Probably want to go more like this. Alien, did you leave the cactus in? Most likely, almost definitely yes. I mean, what? No, has absolutely nothing to do with me. How dare you, think that it does. The only problem is, by me doing this, am I losing, like, the shape of the island a little bit and making it more boring? Maybe a little. Nah, to be fair, it still has a shape. It's just slightly less defined. Nah, you're making it your own? Exactly. Exactly, Joel. Exactly what I was thinking. 100%. Okay, this double block placing is seriously annoying. I forgot to turn. Whoops. And I'm out of stone. Dun dun dun. Whatever will I do? It's not like I have too much stone downstairs or anything. No. Not possible. Maybe it will be easier if I actually get out of the water. That might help with the double block placing as well. This random boat, which we will leave here. Don't know whose it is, but it's now part of history. It's probably whoever's all this stuff was. And then in here, there was like that area where they took the happy gas that was robbed and made a snow farm. And then I dug it all out because there was the trowel chamber. Not the trowel chamber, the trail ruins. There we go. There is also a trowel chamber on this island. This was the underground of this island was very rich in resources. It was very good. Excellent news for me. As the island's discoverer. Okay, this bit I also don't know exactly how I'm going to do it because of that. Although we haven't really got to that section yet, so never mind. That is a really cool just screenshot. Once Wizard Keed has finished his base area, that is going to look very cool. Or even just when there's not a half build there. Then yeah, as I said, which you may not have heard because I said it right at the start of the stream, but in terms of the underwater bit, so this isn't just technically floating, I'm going to make it, I am going to, do the underwater terraforming as well. It'll probably just be stone and andesite. It won't be anything too fancy, but it'll be something. Should be nice. Connect it to the ocean floor. Make it look slightly more legit. All right. I haven't done this for a while. But if there is any questions that you would like to ask me, then now is the perfect time to do so. If it's a question about Minecraft or about me, about, I don't know, most things, but nothing too personal, then now is the time. Because I'm getting to that point of the stream. All right. Where are we going? Need to go probably out a little bit. Is it true that you're a giant? This information could not be verified. Please try again later. Oh, I forgot. I moved my bed. Well, that wasn't ideal, was it? It was ideal when I was working over here, but I'm not working over here anymore. This was not part of the plan. So one of the things that worked really well from last time when I did, you know, the project that's inspired this one, is when I had these flat bits here, I would sort of just add like random sticky out bits, which is, as you can see, kind of what I've done. But just the flat bits were the bit that actually looked the best, because somebody told me when terraforming, I mean landscaping, to just think of it of like, when doing the cliff specifically, just think of it like a collection of, oh, actually, this needs to go out to accommodate for that little point. Yeah, a collection of shapes stacked on top of each other sideways, which is exactly what I did, and that actually really helped. So that's also what I will be thinking about when I am doing the not terraforming, but landscaping for this bit. Okay, and then we're going to go around here like that. Oh, what? Is this considered part of my island? I don't think I knew this was here. It's just sort of here, isn't it? Could do like I could do something with this. Off the island. Could do like a little desert island where an armor stand has sailed his raft and is now stuck. So we'll see. Maybe that's something I'll do. Okay, and then over here, it's going to start to go in a little bit. You know, one day, I'm probably just going to end up building my own island, because I've done this twice now. Obviously, I did it on the world I showed you earlier, Minecraft Season 4, on a larger scale, and now I'm doing it here as well. One day, I might as well just build my own island, because I feel like I'm, you know, it doesn't matter if it was hollow. So it doesn't matter that, you know, the island has these blocks pre-filled in. And then also, in terms of, like... I know I'm only going around the outside, but actually the top layer of blocks isn't too many either. So I might as well just build my own island one day. Like, I feel like I've pretty much done it. Even though I'm sort of more, like, mirroring an island shape right now. I feel like... Yeah, I don't know. Oh, another little one. I keep thinking about my volcanoes, but I really enjoy draping them over a natural. Yeah, I get what you mean, though. So maybe I won't build an island. Because I guess it is helpful to follow. Like, having something natural here, naturally generated, it's quite helpful to follow along. So you have a rough guideline almost. Okay, I'm not going to lie. We may just have to get rid of this little bit here. I think. I think what we'll do when we come to do the underwater terraforming is we'll actually remove some of this so that it goes down. This is a temporary job that I have just done to remind me in the future. But yeah, like what I'll probably just end up doing is like that basically. And then just also mixing in the andesite that I have as well. Or maybe actually we do like tuff. Tuff could be quite nice. I think in the one on Pinecraft season 4, I actually added tuff in with the cobblestone, which I would love to do. I just feel like we're not actually using enough cobblestone to mix it in with, if that makes sense, because there's not much on the cobblestone layer. Then again, I don't want it to just be cobblestone, so maybe I will mix it with tuff. Oh my gosh. Get out of here, you. Yeah. This is future planning. Alright, let's actually go down and get some more stone. We're gonna need it. The good news is we have now built the outline. So we are ready to begin the not terraforming properly now. We have the plan, like the rough guidelines. We have the actual style. I mean, what more could we possibly need? I also like that challenge of making the shape work. Yeah. This is also a good point. Okay, I'm going to get some more cobble. Not that we actually need that much cobble, but I'm going to get it anyway. Because why not? And then I'm going to get some more stone, which we definitely need. Stone is probably the one we need the most, honestly. But it's also, I probably have, out of any resource on Truly Bedrock Season 8, 7 even. Jeez. On Truly Bedrock Season 7, I'm pretty sure stone is the thing I have the most of. Out of any block and resource. So that is extremely helpful for me in this situation. Oops. Pressing that button, on the other hand, was not helpful in the slightest. In fact, I would go as far to say I wish I did not press that button. Thankfully, it didn't do my hotbar, so it's not the end of the world. It's just not ideal. There we go. All right. Perfect. Zoo. All right. We have more resources. This is excellent news. What I'm thinking is we do it in layers as well in terms of the actual building. So I might just do like the stone layer now, and then also the deep slate layer, just because, you know, it's only like a bit of stone on top, so it's not that hard to do. I think. Oops. I don't know how the best way to do this is, because we can't really do it in the water, so I guess we'll have to get out. Also, yes, we will need to light up the inside of here. In fact, I might just run around the interior, or the interior, this area, basically. The inside part of the island that's ultimately going to get covered up, and just make sure there are torches in here. Because the last thing that I want to happen is to create an accidental mob farm. That would be extremely not ideal, actually. It would be the complete opposite of ideal. Now, currently the island is lit up by torches anyway. So, not the end of the world. You know what? It looks mostly lit up. Maybe not over here. I guess we can also light it up as we go. Where needed. I like the fact that you'll be able to go behind it and see the natural. Well, actually, this side specifically isn't natural, but part of the natural area. But yeah, I think most of these blocks were probably placed in by me on this side, and then obviously like over there and the other side and stuff. That will all be the natural island. So that will be like preserved underneath, which I think is kind of cool. Yeah, this is quite hard because I can't really see, unless maybe this is actually where I do use my Java account a little bit. Maybe if let me switch to it so you guys can see. Oh geez, we got that issue again. I might be able to use that as a little bit of a bird's eye view. Not for the stream, but just so that I can roughly see what's going on. At which point, you know, it might as well be in the corner as well. Yeah, there we go. That's actually helpful. Beautiful. Let's make sure it's recording. All right, that's going to make it so much easier because then I don't have to keep going into the water to see what I'm looking at. I can just kind of obviously do a mix of third person and just sort of looking at it on there. Hopefully. Maybe, possibly. No, I have fallen. An alien has fallen into the river in Lego City. Except for it's not Lego City. That was a little Lego advert reference. You're welcome. Ow. Okay, well, I found myself in the water again. The good news is I'm liking how it is looking, so that's good, I guess. All right, and then this cobbled deep slate is just going to go along here like this. And like that. All right, how is that looking? I feel like this bit I'm stood on now looks a little weird. Let's just adjust that. You know what? It might be helpful if I actually turn in the FOV so it is zoomed in a little bit as well. Both for you in the corner and also for me. Not in the corner. On my other monitor. In fact, an even better idea. Although this is going to make it a weird shape. I'm going to move it up there. That's made it small. That's way too big. It's now quite a weird aspect ratio and also relatively small. Because it's on my third monitor, technically. But it's easier for me to see. So, you know, priorities. Sorry. Alright, this bit over here is a little funky as well. Doesn't help when I accidentally place in blocks that I don't mean to. Alright, I'm gonna join VC if anybody wants to hop in. On TV. Because I realise I never do that as well. I'm always joining other people's streams. But I'm never in VC, so nobody ever joins my streams. Nautilus clacks. Might not have been able to see that, but on the subtitles for the Java, it was just apparently a Nautilus was clacking. This is very important to know. There we go. There we go. Uh-huh. Maybe a little bit more. There. Was that a sheep? Is that a sheep or a person? Who is online? Joel, DB, and me. Times 2. Oh, maybe it was a happy guest, actually. Bobbing its little head. I'm on the volcano, so not me. Fair enough. How's the volcano going? Are we both doing, not terraforming? Yeah, I'm actually really happy with how this is looking. This is good. I was a little nervous when I was doing this because I don't really do not terraforming like this. I don't really do landscaping like this, like without a design first that's like pre-planned. Partly because I don't do this sort of thing very often. So I was very nervous for how this is going, but I have done it with a little bit of help from you guys. It is going through. Obviously, I still need to add in the texturing, like the andesite on this layer, and maybe like some calcite occasionally. But otherwise, it's coming along nicely. Doing well, Alien. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate the words of support. Because yeah, I had no idea how this was going to go. I didn't know if at this point in the stream, like, I was still going to be trying to figure out what it was meant to be looking like. I genuinely had no clue, but I was like, I really want to do it anyway. I've not got anything, well, I've got other stuff to do, but I decided that today was my day off from working because I've been doing a lot of work recently. And I'll be doing a lot of work tomorrow as well. And then I'll be back on at uni, so on Monday, so yeah, okay. So we'll do the cobblestone and the dirt afterwards. Let's just do the bottom layer for now. I'm trying to do 0 work except weekdays 9 to 5. Yeah, for me that is just physically impossible. There is no way that I would be able to do that. Only because I also enjoy a lot of the work I do, so that obviously that helps quite a lot. But like tomorrow, I'm going to be taking photos at a lot of different basketball games in one day. And then after this stream, I'm having some food and then going to meet up with some of my real life friends tonight. I will be careful because I think we're going bowling. And last time we did that, I hurt my back and really struggled to walk the next day. And I don't want to do that today, because I'm taking lots of photos tomorrow, so I need to be able to A, walk, and B, sit down, like unsupported and whatnot. Smiling Viking MC, welcome on in. That's a cool name. Thank you so much for the follow. How's it going? That's a very cool name, Smiling Viking. Use the little kiddie thing for bowling to line up the ball. That's what everybody keeps saying. But no. I can't defeat my opponents and do it the easy way. I am extremely random with bowling. So like sometimes okay, actually no. I'm actually extremely consistent with how inconsistent I am. So let's say we're doing 2 games. The first game, I almost always do terribly. Like, when I say terribly, I mean, like, close to last sort of thing. If not, normally not last, but sometimes last. And then the second game, I'll win. Or get, like, second. Depends on how many people there are. But I'll do really well. So I just always... I mean, I remember there was one time where it was literally, like, first game with, like, 5 different people. I lost. Was literally right at the bottom. And then second game, I won. And bear in mind that, like, in the first game and the second game, there was actually quite a huge score difference between top and bottom. So, like, you know, it wasn't just that it was a really close game. And somehow, I did that. So I don't really know what happened there. What I'm trying to say is I'm consistently inconsistent in that I just start off bad and then get good. Hey, guys. Smiling Viking. Hello, hello. Oops. I know I said I wouldn't go in the water, but I think for part of it, it's just a little easier. Which isn't ideal. Do. Just float about on the gas. Geol? You may have to take over as Chief of Good Ideas from Skyfire. Skyfire has been slacking recently with the good ideas, because how did she not think of that? How do I separate the ghast from the other ghast? You. Nope. How do I separate you? I mean, presumably if I fly away, it'll just break. Skyfire is fired. Maybe. This is going to be so much easier. Why don't... Although they do die in water, don't they? I wouldn't allow it. What? I don't think that's how... Well, if you have a complaint to make, then put it up with the complaints department. How much water can they touch before they start dying? Oh, they float. Oh, I'm sure we'll be fine. Is this your trash bin? Is that your trash bin even? What is? What? Ah! That made me jump ever so slightly. Okay, that is an interesting message. I'll be back after the outbreak. That is very well timed. All right, sorry about that. Just had to reply to a message first. I know there was ads. You don't need to worry. I don't have an ads command, but you don't need to worry about let me know because I hear the sound and obviously see, oops, and obviously see the bot message. So I appreciate you're trying to be helpful, but I do see the ads. Because I don't always cut like to the be right back screen straight away. Like normally I finish what I'm saying. The gas makes a strange sound. Feels slightly like a right angle. That is a right angle. I'm not sure if I like the happy gas or not. I have not decided. I also do need to... occasionally check Discord for plans for tonight, so I do apologize.
Sweet Mary Mother Poopy Pants.
Thank you for the blurb. For a second, I thought Skyfire had joined the Skyfire. For a second, I thought... Stop it. I thought Jiol had joined the VC then, which she is very much welcome to if she wants to. Okay, yeah, I don't like this. I don't like this. It worked for a little bit, but it's not working enough. Joel, you have now been fired. Skyfire has been reinstated as the chief of good ideas. If you would like to complain, please take it up with the complaints department. Also, now I know how fast I can fly. There's too much bluey in the background. What? What? Come here. Here. Attached to you. Nope. Oh my gosh. Attached to you. Pick up this stone I left here earlier for safekeeping. My kids are watching Bluey. It's a cartoon and it's not quiet. Ah, okay, no worries. No worries. Right, let me move my Discord to the other monitor so I can see it. What was I gonna say? Bloop. It's not what I was gonna say, but it'll work. It'll suffice. For any of you that are active in my Discord, you may know Mini Fearful as one of my admins. I'm meeting up with him tonight, amongst other people. Potentially. I don't know. It sounds like everything is a little bit up in the air. It is exactly what's going on. So that is who I am messaging. So really, if you want to blame the me being distracted, it is Mini Fearful's fault. So blame him. Corvatic, thank you so much for the raid. How was it going? How was your stream? Corvatic, raid. I had to read out each emote. It's like an echo. Here comes the clubhouse. Thank you so much for the raid, Corvatic. If you need to raid and run, absolutely no worries at all. But if not, what were you up to in your stream today? I would love to know. Because I'm nosy. Alright? I'm sorry. It's just how I am. Just doing a few final projects and a tour of the Clubhouse SMP. Today's the end of Season 1. Well, congratulations for making it to the end of Season 1. Have you been there? I apologize, I don't know as much as I perhaps should. But have you been there since the beginning of Season 1? Or did you join later? Because I always think it's a really cool achievement to like make it to the end of a season in terms of like... just, you know, finishing all your projects and well, maybe you didn't finish projects. But just being on a server for that amount of time. I just think it's cool, I guess. But I also quite like consistency. So I hated it. Like there was a period of time where I left the server I was on, Pinecraft, or I technically didn't leave, it stopped. I joined another server, which is now known as Farlands. And then I got invited to TB. So I hated how I had to keep hopping between worlds and it felt like I wasn't very consistent. Like I was on Minecraft for 3.5 of the 4 seasons that was done on it. So you know, my plan was always to stay on there for as long as possible. Be consistent, because I like that. Well, I pay for the server. He's the instigator of the server. Well, that makes a lot of sense then, that you would be there from day one. Well, even more congratulations. So presumably you're like the founder then? That's even cooler. I'm sorry, I don't really know much about much in the Bedrock like space anymore. I have lurked in a few of your streams. So I do have a rough idea. But I do apologize. I've just not got as much time to keep up with everything as I used to. Skyfire and I, the founders, amazing. Well, congratulations on a season 1. I'm sure season 2 will be awesome. I can't promise that I will be as knowledgeable about season 2 as I was season 1. Because, you know, I had just so much knowledge about season 1, 100%. Yep. But I'll try. Is that too steep? Or is that okay? You'd have more time if you bounced a little less, says Ron. Wow. I've not done much bouncing this stream. That or Skyfire's been slacking on the commands. But I think I've been doing pretty good. I mean, I was playing Minecraft and moderating Corvanic stream, so I had reasons to slack. I'm here more now. Wow. So you're... How do I spin this? I started talking before I'd fully decided what I wanted to say. Because occasionally they actually call me the alien spin doctor. Yes. Jeez. I hope Dark's lurking, making a list of all these names, because she used to. I know she's just... They do not. Shush, Jill. Two-timing jerk? Is that the words you're looking for? Maybe. How dare you use... How dare... No, I don't know. I've not got anything. Clearly, I'm a little rusty. Who's messaging me now? All right, somebody else. It's actually a group chat that I do not need. In fact, I could probably mute the group chat as of right now. Problem is, though, it's on WhatsApp, so I end up checking it, because normally I only get important messages on WhatsApp. But then I joined this group chat of people, and now I get less important messages. So there you go. There's an insight into my life. You're welcome. I don't know if we'll add slabs to this bit as well when I'm doing the texturing. I've not decided on that yet. And now Smurf is messaging me. Oh, he wants to show me an edit. Smurf, your edit will have to wait. And I know you don't really watch streams, so you probably can't hear me. But your edit will have to wait. But I will tell you if it's good later. Not today. Or maybe today. Depends what time I get home. I haven't seen Smurf activity for a while. On TB? No, he did that one TB episode video thingy.
Subscribe to TheAlienDoctor
at the start of the season. And then, you know, didn't do any more. Young Blue Jay, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome on in. Now I know another Blue Jay. unless you're the younger version of him, which I don't think you are. But maybe you are. I don't know. Because that Blue Jay doesn't have an E, and you do, so... I'm guessing you're a different one. But either way, welcome. I think he did a long play. Yeah, he did. It wasn't a long play. It was his, like, 100 or 1,000 days, whatever he said it was. I can't remember. It was that, on TB. And it didn't perform very well, basically, is the reason he didn't do any more. It didn't get the performance he wanted. What I will say, though, I don't mean to, I don't mean to analytic shame him or anyone. But I did notice, and I'm going to use this to convince him to come back. All right, hi there. I did notice that his current 1,000 days, or how many days is it? Is it 1,000 or 100? I can never remember. I did notice that his current days videos are only getting about the same amount of views as his TB episodes did before he switched to them. And I reckon his TB episodes take less time to make. And he gets to play with us, which I'm sure he absolutely loves, because, how could you not? So I'm going to use that as a way to convince him back on TB. But for Smurf, it is purely just that he found success in something else, and so went all in on that. And you can't really, blame him. Absolutely fair enough. Enjoy your lunch. Thanks so much for the lurk, Korvanik. Didn't Blue Jay used to be on TB season 2? So is Prowl. Yes, they were on. I mean, Prowl is a founding member technically, but we won't talk about him too much. And Blue Jay joined season 1, I think, or maybe it was season 2. I can't remember. Yeah, they were both on TB, and obviously they're not anymore. But Blue Jay still hangs around here sometimes. Is he doing fitness streams? Smurf? Not streams. He has a second channel as well where he does videos of gym content. I don't think he's done any fitness streams though. Oh, he could be Joe Wicks. Although I don't want to tell him that idea because we don't need another thing for him to do that's not TB. It's been a while since I watched TB. I did read that message, but not out loud. What made you when did you last watch TB? This is season 7 now, so. I thought you were that TB, or that Blue Jay. I didn't think you were that Blue Jay. I just thought it was a weird coincidence. But that Blue Jay doesn't have an E in his name, so I assumed you were a different person. Yeah, exactly. What Skyfire said. Not streams videos. Yeah, he has his gym channel, and I think he still does them. I don't know. I have no clue. I don't keep up with gym content. I lift cameras. That's my exercise. And as much as I joke, I have definitely noticed a strength and just general stamina difference. So, clearly it's helping in some way. I'm not a gym content person either. But yeah, with Smurf, as I said, he just found success in his hardcore thing. So, why wouldn't you go on all of that? It's a bit like Foxy and Mr. Beardstone. They found success in Create. And once again, why wouldn't you go all in on that? And Smurf has been pretty open about the fact that he wants to do this full time as well. So he has even more sort of reason to. So it makes sense. Yeah. When did you last watch Blue Jay? Blue Jay. When did you last watch TB, young Blue Jay? I'm curious. If you can remember. Let's just do a quick fly around, just to, just an inspection, just to make sure this is all going the way I want it to be going. I think it is. My gateway was through Smurf about last year around this same time. Ah. It's not been too long then. It's only been about a year. Although I don't know, this time last year, I don't think Smurf was making TV episodes. That's a weird little coincidence that we were just talking about Smurf, though. Okay. That was a little wacky coincidence. It was indeed. Was indeed. Let me just message somebody else. I apologize. For people that just came in, I keep needing to stop and message people about plans relating to tonight in real life. So I do apologize. Although, actually, fortunately, we are getting to the time where I need to end. Because I need to go and eat. So, I think we'll look for somebody to raid. What I will say is, I've really enjoyed doing this. And now that I have a stream-only project to work on, you know, hopefully I'll be able to do a few more streams as well. I don't know when the next one will be, but I will do one soon. And then, as I said earlier, there should be a video releasing this week on Wednesday as well. So, yeah, more alien content. Couldn't ask for anything better, I'm sure. And yeah, I guess make sure for the new people that came in, because we had a couple of new followers today, make sure to subscribe on YouTube. I am trying to get to 10,000 subscribers. We are pretty close to 7,000 right now. But I'm trying to get to 10,000. I don't really have a end goal for that. I'm just trying. That's just what I'm trying to get to, basically. So yeah, make sure to check that out if you haven't already. I would greatly appreciate you pressing that big red button. Is it still red? I can't remember. Anyway. And of course following if you're not following. But I think most people follow on Twitch by default. Like, I think that's when you're watching a Twitch stream, I feel like people follow. All right, let's see who's live. Who is live in my list? Zach's live. He's been raiding for raiding. Oops, let me mute Twitch. He's been streaming for a while though, so I don't know if he's gonna end soon. He's been going for 3 hours. Do we think he's ending? Does anybody have intel on Zach's stream length? He's pretty much the only person on my list, to be honest. So, well, if he ends, then he can just send you guys somewhere else as well. We're going to raid Zach. If you don't know Zach, Zach is another member of the Truly Bedrock server as well. There is the raid message in the chat. Make sure to copy and paste that. Yeah, we're raiding Zach. Another member of TB, although right now he's not on TB. I think he was on Java Edition, actually. I don't know what he's doing on Java, but he's there. He's going on for a bit. This is excellent news. Well, if not, he can just take you somewhere else. As I said, a huge thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe on YouTube if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next stream, or more likely, the next video on Wednesday. Have a great rest of your weekend. Bye-bye.